Saturday night is going to be something special right here at the 2017 PBR World Finals, and I was able to catch up with the first music artist that the new PBR music label signed, Ryan Weaver. He is a veteran and has some huge stories about family members paying the ultimate sacrifice, serving our country in the United States of America. Along with that, he brings that story to the stage each and every time he performs, and he actually told me on Saturday there's something very special planned. And so we had a chance to sit down and talk to him to kind of learn about his backstory a little bit and sees what he has near and dear to his heart that he wears across his chest is what some dog tags. So let's take a minute and see what the one and only Ryan Weaver has to say right here with Jason Hetland in the Rodeo Round. 2017 PBR World Finals is live in Las Vegas, and I know, look, isn't that sweet?
It was great, man. It's a beautiful picture.
And a huge announcement. About 2 weeks ago, the PBR is forming their own music label, and Ryan Weaver is a first signed artist, and we're going to get into your story, but welcome to our family.
Oh man, I tell you what, to have a CD release party essentially, or an EP album release party, May night of the World Finals, who gets that opportunity? It's just incredible.
You know, and Shorty Gorham a couple of years ago, he started this. He started the tribute to America. And I know, look at that. I love that shirt, dude. We're going to talk about that too.
I had to show it. It's like
it just happens to be that it's Friday. Red Shirt Friday.
We're wearing red shirt Fridays, yeah.
Let's talk about that. What does that signify? Because a lot of people may not know if they're not veterans.
A lot of folks don't understand the red. It's remember everyone deployed, and it's. I mean, I have red. I do this all. I've been doing it since I was an artist, obviously since I was deployed. But we have the Weaver Country red shirt with the "We Stand United" pledge and PBR for the World Final specifically. But I love it when I get to see the person behind the camera is also wearing red, so she's awesome. And then we got red here too, so I love being able to see that. And then the best thing is when you get to have a conversation with people that genuinely care about our military service members and our deployed military service members, still standing on the line to protect us so we can have an amazing night like we're going to have tonight and the rest of the weekend. That's really what this is all about.
Absolutely. And it's amazing because we come to pretty much our second home. And we love Las Vegas, and they had a huge tragedy October 2nd. And we're a month out, and walking around the streets is not only the military that deserves the recognition, but it's some members of our firefighters, our EMS, and God forbid, our police officers that put their lives on the line each and every day. So.
Absolutely, every single one of our heroes this weekend. I think that the PBR always does this. They always love and support our military service members and our law enforcement, first responders, and our border patrol. I will tell you that what we're going to do this weekend is going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait for people to see what's going to happen on Saturday night.
Well, fill us in.
Well, I got to keep a lot of stuff secret just because, but I really want you guys to understand that what we're going to do Saturday night is the example of what the PBR is about, and you get to meet me and know who I am and as a person and who my family is, and that's really what the PBR is about. Red, white, and blue bleeding, patriotic Americans, and folks from the rest of the world that believe that the United States has given them an opportunity to come on the PBR stage and make their dreams come true. And coming from where I came from and serving in the military to standing on the world stage of the PBR Finals, it's the same one-on-one, and I think that's why Sean Gleason brought me on to do this.
For sure, and it's amazing though the aspect that the PBR and the Western lifestyle industry has on that. And being a disabled vet myself, we're part of a group called Warriors in Rodeo.
Yep.
And it's just an amazing group that Mike Lee stands up for each and every time. And
I got to ride with him in the food truck yesterday, by the way, to go before we went. So he and I got to meet each other. I got a selfie with he and Bonner Bolton, so it was kind of cool because I'm like
Bonner Bolton?
Yeah.
Oh,
he came up and said hi to me, so yeah. So we got to hang out for a little bit. But Mike was super, super nice, but he's a great guy.
Yeah, and remember everyone deployed, but we also have to remember those that paid the ultimate sacrifice that protect our God-given rights and freedoms that we
Yes, sir.
cherish in the greatest country in the world. And you have special meanings on those dog tags that you're wearing across your chest. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, everything started for me as far as my country music dream and going after my country music dream on January 8th in 2004, and we'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow night as well. But I always wear my brother's honor tags. I have my brother Aaron, CW2 Aaron Weaver. He was killed in action on January 8th in 2004, and then I started going after my country music dream and chasing it because I realized, and it's unfortunate it took a tragedy like that for me to be able to sit back and look at my life and say, what should I really be doing? What path should I be taking? And I love doing the singing competitions. I love doing the singing, and I made a goal for myself that eventually I would get to a world stage to where I could tell their story and where I would never let people forget. And it's hard sometimes to talk about this and not get emotional, especially on days like today or this weekend where my dreams are coming true. And the world is going to get to hear the story of their sacrifice. And then I say their sacrifice because my brother-in-law was flying in Afghanistan in 2013, and the Black Hawk that he was piloting was shot down and killed all but one. There was actually a survivor that was a passenger, and he was one of those that didn't survive. And every single time I get on stage, I make sure that I honor them and tell their stories. And now we're going to get to be able to do it on the biggest platform that I've ever gotten to do it. And we'll be touring around the United States in 2018 with a PBR telling the same story.
You realize what you're going to be doing here this weekend is the same thing George Strait has done. I mean, all the big, Garth Brooks.
Oh my! I love Garth Brooks. By the way, Garth, if you ever watch this, brother, I love you, man. You are my idol. You and Travis Tritt. I love Travis Tritt's vocals. He's just an amazing vocalist. But Garth Brooks' performance, that's really where I kind of set the stage for myself. But I cannot believe that I'm following in footsteps like those with an organization like this. I mean, Larry Mahan, he gave me this hat and had it made for me, and to take that old school tradition like, George Strait, Garth Brooks, and all those folks, and Larry Mahan's, and hopefully be able to do them justice this weekend. That's my goal, to stand out there and let them look at what we do and say they're doing it right.
For sure. And this weekend we actually get to hear Ryan Weaver debut his song, and there's placards all over this city, no matter where you go. Ryan Weaver right up here.
I want to see him because I've been going back and forth between the hotel. But yes, please get the Celebrate America campaign, or excuse me, the Celebrate America EP. Tonight, obviously, the hard copies are going to be on sale and all going to the Border Patrol Foundation. And if I don't know when you're going to be airing this, but for everybody that's out there, all of the hard copies that we're debuting or we're selling tonight, this is the PBR. They give back. It's just, it's amazing. I got to meet the Border Patrol guys last night, but the PBR is giving back. That's Sean Gleason, his head. He loves our American heroes so much, and so do I. And we'll be giving back on that hard copy. But please go out and get that Celebrate America EP. It's only 4 songs. Please go rate it, do all the reviews, make sure you give it good reviews, and I hope you really like the music, because I wrote 3 of the 4 songs, and Win Varble. Win Varble is one of my heroes. He produced the album, so we got some old school PBR, some old school country, and a great hit songwriter that got involved with me and said he wanted to be part of this project, so I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. We talk about the EP, but we also have to talk about that shirt you're wearing, because we touched on it. PBR fans can buy the EP and buy that exact shirt that you're wearing. Talk to us about where you can get it.
So there are actually 2 shirts that we got right now that I think that PBR fans will really, really like. You have this one. This is my America Remember Everyone Deployed shirt. It's got a flag and my Weaver Country logo. Of course, the We Stand United. It's a World Finals shirt, so this is only going to be on sale for a short period of time. Once those all sell out, which they have a certain inventory, they're going to be gone. But we do have a We Stand United red shirt as well. So, and it's for the We Stand United pledge. It's on my back right here. And we're going to try and keep that on sale as long as it keeps selling. But it's a red shirt as well. So if you don't get this one in time, you can wear that on Friday. Or I'm just saying, get both of them. You get both the shirts.
Do all 3.
There you go, man. Right. I'm gonna tell you, you could get any shirt that you want, and then you can wear them on Fridays. It'll be an amazing thing. You got to be able to support our military service members that are deployed right now. So
for sure, and I know you got a lot of people want to talk to you, but I'll tell you what, it's been an honor to talk to a fellow veteran and hear the story, and we can't wait to dig a little bit deeper into that since you won't do it here.
Well, tomorrow night we're going to have a great time. It's going to be an amazing thing, and I hope that you guys all get to take a look and watch it live streaming. And I think the CBS Sports Network's supposed to be they're going to be doing the finals tomorrow night, obviously on television. I don't know how much of that's going to be on national television, but I would love for you guys to check out PBR.com and any other of the websites that they're posting that says it's going to be on it, because I think that if you care about our military service members and our heroes, this is everybody, as much as I do, I know you're really going to enjoy what we're going to do tomorrow night. With the PBR is set up, it's going to be amazing.
Perfect. And then if it's not shown on CBS Sports Network, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's a full replay that will cover everything, including Ryan Weaver's performance to round out the 2017 PBR World Finals on a Saturday night. Ryan, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for sticking by and hanging out with us at the Rodeo Roundup.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks for having me.
2017 PBR World Finals with PBR legend and music artist, Mr. Ryan Weaver.
We hope you're enjoying your live webcast brought to you by Midwest Rodeos. If you would like your event to be live webcasted, please contact us today by sending an email to midwestrodeos@gmail.com.
Well, all the festivities around the 2017 PBR World Finals not only lands right here in the T-Mobile Arena, but all across town as well. And all week long, the miniature bull riders have been putting on a show out at South Point, and that's where really the vendor alley is. And earlier today, I was able to catch up with the fine folks from the 100X helmets to talk about the new safety equipment and everything that goes along with it. And then while I was there, one of their endorsees, Stetson Lawrence, was right there. So let's talk to the owners of the 100X and Stetson Lawrence to see what they have to say as they design and describe their 100X helmets for us live right here on the Rodeo Roundup Live. 2017 PBR World Finals, we are live right from the South Point, and what a great little Western gift shop expo this is as part of the World Finals. This is where the Velocity Tour was held last week. Yep. And Chris Welch, one of the owners and founders of 100X Helmets, we have talked so much about the safety aspect of bull riding, and you guys have really come in with a storm and made a tremendous project that is giving guys a long-lasting career in the sport.
Yeah, we've really been embraced from the industry, from the riders to the just the associations of really just, I think they just appreciate that there's some new technology coming in. As we started our project about 2.5 years ago, this was we knew it was going to be, our goal wasn't to change the industry, but we're feeling that change and that development.
And it's great because I'm a Minnesota boy myself, and you're from the Midwest, yep. And it's great because getting away from the PBR a little bit, you sponsor a lot of the riders and even a lot of contract acts. They don't even really have to be riders. Right. You follow Stetson Lawrence, and yep. he wears one of your helmets. But the funniest, it's not funny, but you're going to think it's funny because you and I both know this cat real well. Yeah. Robbie Hodges.
Absolutely.
He took a hit at the BFO, and he says, "Chris,
yep.
God dang it, get me a helmet."
Yeah. And we did.
You did.
We took our helmet, modified a little bit, took the face mask off, and actually it was one of those things where he called, he needed it overnighted. I mean, he called and said, "Can you and Cody get me a helmet?" Yep, boom. So we modified up, did some stuff on it, got it out to him. He started using it. He's used it for a little bit. Now we're going to make a couple other modifications, just so it's really not a wheelhouse for us, but it's a wheelhouse for us. It's our head. It's about head protection. So yeah, well, Robbie, that's he'll put it to the test. We know that too.
Oh yeah, he will. Yeah. You're not afraid. Let's talk about the technology, because you see a lot of these amateur and junior riders coming up and they're wearing the CCM hockey helmets, and mom and dad think it might be protection, but you guys have a whole different technology on these 100Xs.
Yeah, as we started developing it and looking at what we wanted in our helmets, we were listening to the riders. We were listening to the old school riders who, you know, really were hat guys, the things that why they wouldn't want to. But we were also listening to the current guys about, you know, the current helmets that were either they're too heavy, I can't see out of it, I can't hear out of it. It's not, you know, it's just, it closes in too much. And so the priorities we used were the vision, the hearing, the weight, and the protection, right? So, you know, we opened up our sides. We, you know, as it sits right here, we have a titanium alloy face mask. We have a carbon fiber face frame. It's a two-piece adjustable ABS plastic shell that allows us to customize it and adjust it to that rider's fit. Inside, we have an occipital cup that hugs that bump in the back of our head, covers the C1 and C2, right? Comes through a carbon fiber chin cup. We actually don't we don't attach it to the head. We suspend the head up inside. Okay. So it allows the absorption of some of those impacts. So as that rider's hit, you know, inside you'll see that chin move inside there, but the integrity stays the same. The integrity band, and as in testing, you know, we're an ASTM standard, you know, for the bull riding helmet, which is one of the most extremes out there, you know. So, but it's performed just fantastic. Kind of, we're already working on the next generation, but because we wanted to keep developing that technology. We're in an industry that hasn't really been technologically savvy in protective, you know, gear. The vest hadn't changed in a while. The helmets were the CCM or the hockey or the flight helmets and stuff. But we wanted to build one specifically for the bull riders.
Absolutely. And speaking of bull riders, you guys sponsor, you know, a lot of bull riders on the PBR, and one of them is here with us today. So we're going to come right back with you and talk about, you know, the change in the atmosphere and the grandfathering in the requirements of the PBR. But right now, let's kick it over to Stetson Lawrence as one of your endorsees to see what he has to say about your wonderful helmet. Right. Well, like I said, Chris was talking about the safety features of the 100X and how it's really redesigned the concept of pro bull riding. And you were here with, you know, signing autographs with Lane Frost, and you're a 100X endorsee. Now, from a bull rider standpoint, talk to us about the helmet, some of the safety features, and why you enjoy this helmet compared to others.
Oh, this helmet's been great to me. I've took plenty of shots with it, and I've never yet had a concussion, fingers crossed. But I've seen guys that had them, but it's just a matter of impact you have. But the best thing about this helmet is that it won't come off. They got these extra little clips on here, go like that, guard here, and this extra chin strap will actually cinch down on your chin where it won't come off like an actual Bauer helmet. They just kind of slide up on you when you get hit the first time, because I've had it happen, get hit once, and then the chin strap's up by your nose, and then you get hit again and it comes off. Where these are cinched on your head, and 90%, 99% they ain't gonna come off, but there's accidents that it might happen.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's the best thing about it, I think. And the face mask, the actual cage in this helmet is great. They got the bars angled down, so when you're actually looking down, it's clearer.
It's the fine things that they did.
Just little things like that. And these snaps on these helmets are amazing. It's crazy. It's just 2 fingers, they pop right off, and just little stuff like that. And the extra little padding on the inside here is awesome. So we go on for days talking about all the little stuff.
Absolutely. You know, but one of the biggest things in the misconception of bull riders wearing helmets coming in, why they haven't done it for years, because they say, oh, my peripheral vision, it throws me off balance. And the team here at 100X has really taken that into consideration as well, and it's probably the lightest weight helmet there is out there.
Yeah, for the quality of the helmet and how light it is, it's the best on the market. And it's a little bit heavier than the Bauer, but it's not that much heavier. And for me, I broke my jaw 3 times, and I'd rather wear a helmet than sit out for 6 months like I had 3 times there.
Awesome. Well, 2 nights down at the PBR World Finals, and round 3, you guys got through the rank pin last night. That was a little fun there, wasn't it?
It was good. I've been battling an injury, my groin there. I completely tore it after the first night, and then last night... You tore
it in round 1?
Yeah, I tore it 2 weeks ago. Partially tore it in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then sat out till finals, and then first round I tore it all the way off. You know, it's balled up.
Are you going to try to finish out the finals?
Oh yeah, they said you can't hurt it any worse than it is right now, so might as well keep going on.
Get on cowboy up, right?
Yeah, all you can do is get through the pain.
That's it. Well, thank you for talking to us about the 100X, and you know, best of luck to you.
I appreciate it.
You know, not even just for the finals, but you got the Global Cup coming up in Madison Square Gardens, which we'll see you at in January again. So.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, 100X Indoor C, and PBR bull rider Stetson Lawrence. Well, if anybody can tell, that's only one PBR bull rider, but he's a fan favorite, and Stetson Lawrence swears by him, and it's really done wonders for his mental capacity on being safe inside that arena.
It's a confidence thing for those guys. You know, if they know that they can quit worrying about those things, they can concentrate on the skills that they already, that they can use. So,
and there's been a lot of talk. I mean, years over safety. You know, Cody Lambert in a bull riding vest that's mandatory. One thing that a lot of people might not know is the old school bull riders that are still within the PBR, they've been grandfathered in, so they don't have to wear a helmet. But any new up-and-coming bull rider that comes to Built Ford Tough or any Touring Pro, Velocity, they are required to wear a helmet of their choice, and one of the main go-to helmets is a 100X helmet right now.
We've been fortunate and embraced by a lot of those young guys, those young guns that are kind of making their way in through, and even into the Velocity. And PBR is doing a good job of kind of following that as well, and pushing those guys. But we do have a lot of the older guys, even JB. We sponsored JB's riding school just recently, and listening to him talk about the helmet as he was explaining it to the guys, it was amazing that he knew so much about our helmet just by being, in the locker room and being around. And he just flat out said, he wore a helmet up until 2 years ago. But for him it was different. So, and he's in that grandfathered group. But we've got the young guns, the Cody Rodeo Tylers, the Cole Livingstons, and the Brendan Eldreds. Obviously we have Cody Teal. Those guys, Sage Kimsey's, that I don't want to say that they're young guns, but they are kind of that next wave of legendary type of potential guys.
100%. And you talk about that and everybody coming up, and you mentioned it, JB's bull riding school down at Matt Sharping's place. 30 minutes from my house. Can you believe it? And it's great because you gave away a helmet to one of the students out there.
Yeah, we did.
It's amazing what you guys do. Charity work as well. Talk to us a little bit about that.
When we got into this, it is about, we want to provide a lifestyle for our families and things like that. But as Cody McGee, my business partner, as we were sitting there, he's been in rodeo his whole life. My background is really college football coaching. But as we kind of, our paths crossed and we had this opportunity, no one else was really stepping up in the industry of building a helmet that was ASTM certified, that was not just meeting standards but exceeding them. And we have all these, you see our relationship with a lot of these mini bull riders and the young guys and stuff. And we take so much pride in that with their families. And so those guys become our kids. We kind of get sad when they don't get that ride and all those things. So it's an emotional thing for us. And so, our thing is we want to help build that. We're building our brand. There was, the first 16 months before we had our helmet, there was, Matt West and Scott Grover and all those guys always tease us because we were a hat and t-shirt company. But, having our brand built, when we dropped our helmet, everybody's like, finally, here it is, And so then we've placed quite a few helmets out there in the industry. And we're getting to that point where, man, it's, just like this show, I bet we've been the busiest booth in here. Because they're in here every day, they're bringing people over. So part of it is, we've partnered with Lane Frost even to do a team up. And so that's been big with our young guns, our young kids. And we have two that are in the PBR, Cody Rodeo Tyler, and, who we think has a great potential as a bull rider, has a great future.
For sure. And now, the helmets range in price, and not only do you have helmets here, but you've got the hats, the t-shirts, the stickers, the patches, and we're going to be giving a couple of those away to some of our fans here. Talk to us a little bit about what they can expect to win with the Rodeo Roundup.
Well, what we have is some t-shirts, some hats. We actually give a choice. We just brought in some. We've kind of followed suit, with the patch hats and things like that. But as for the helmets, we offer a lot of the decoration, the sticker kits where they can customize it. Here's JB Mooney's, that has his autograph on the side that we offered. That's that's the one we gave away, but we made one for display. We can do the custom painting, or we can do, this is actually right here. This helmet right here is actually the U.S. Global team.
Cool.
It is their helmet that they will wear next week at the Global Cup. So we're excited to be, fortunate with our to be partnered with the PBR, and you know, they've really helped us really educate some of the riders. Some of the guys who have been, I'm not wearing a helmet. I like, you know, we've actually pulled about 4 of those guys who have been hat guys into a helmet.
Awesome.
You know, so we're pretty proud of that.
So talk to us a little bit, price ranges, how they can get a hold of you, where they can find out more information.
Yep, awesome. So our helmets, you know, a base helmet with black without any decals, they're $4.99. You know, we'll have color X's, and then the branding kit on the back. And then what we offer is a lot of customization. There's a lot of, you know, that we have the ability to do, and that ranges anywhere from $40 to about $90 for those. But you can get them at, you know, 100xhelmets.com, and the base helmet's $4.99, and then shipping to where, you know, most every place is anywhere from about $10 to $20. And if they want it rushed or anything like that, we're usually pretty good. We're really good until we get, you know, inundated with orders, and then it's like catch up. You know, we're on the road now, but we'll get back. We're actually sending helmets out from here from all of our web sales, you know. So, but yep, that's where it's at.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And,
thank you.
What a great organization and a changing of safety that 100X Helmets has become.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Chris, thank you so much.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, 2017 PBR World Finals right here in the fan zone at South Point with the 100X Helmet crew. Last night, round number 3 of the 2017 PBR World Finals. History is being made more ways than one. We crowned a 7-time consecutive Stock Contractor of the Year, Chad Berger, and along with that, I don't know if it's honestly ever been done in the first 3 rounds. I am researching that, and I have Justin Falisco from PBR.com looking into me, and I will update you on that. But I believe that this is the first time in PBR history that any one bull rider has won the first 3 rounds of a World Finals event, and Jess Lockwood did that tonight with 90 1/4 points. What a great ride it was. And man, it's going to make the likes 2 nights and 3 rounds amazing to watch. And Jess Lockwood, I will guarantee you, is going to be the man to beat. He is on fire. He has taken 900 of 900 of possible points at the 2017 PBR World Finals event thus far. Like I said, he's on fire, and I don't think anybody's going to beat him, but we'll have to wait and see. As round 4 begins here later on this afternoon, live from the T-Mobile Arena. Well, night number 3 was in the books last night in the PBR fantasy game, courtesy of our good friends from the fans of the PBR Behind the Buck and Shoots. In correlation with us right here at the Rodeo Roundup, we have a chance for you guys to win a beautifully hand-painted custom feather from our good friends from Diamond D Art out of Dayton, Iowa, each and every night as a round winners of the Fantasy League, and your picks each day matter. As you can see right here, our 3 winners from rounds 1, 2, and 3 are each going to receive a beautiful hand-painted feather, courtesy of our good friends from Diamond D Art. Get your picks in. 3 o'clock tomorrow is when the picks go up. You need to have them in a half hour prior to performance number 4 here later this afternoon. Get them in for your chance to win a beautiful feather.